And now a huge opportunity for our final skater, the 19-year-old Japanese skater Shoma Uno. In second place after the short program, just 2 points out of first. Skating in not only his home country, but his hometown of Nagoya, Japan, at the Grand Prix final. This town hosting the final for the first time ever, needs a 185.01 to beat Chen. His season's best in the free is 214.97, so certainly within reach that he could win it all with this skate coming up.
Opening the newest jump to his quad arsenal, the quad loop. Outside and on 2 feet. So difficult to come back from a fall on that first element. Much better, quadruple Salchow. Still 3 quads planned in the second half.
What's the trick to coming back from that early mistake? How do you get immediately back on track?
You have to have a short-term memory loss problem and forget it as quick as possible. Gorgeous triple axel. But being able to let go of those mistakes is the key to moving forward in these long programs. As we enter the second half bonus in this free program, still 3 quads to go. Next up, the flip. Quad flip. Gets low on that landing and fighting all the way to the end. Quad toe on 2 feet. The rotation was a little questionable. Second quad toe pulls out into a 1.5. So hard to keep things from unraveling when next jump up is so difficult time and time again. Triple axel, half loop, triple flip. Getting as many points as he can with the easier triples. this is going to be very close at the top. He needs a 185, and that was a lot of mistakes late in the program when he could have sealed the deal after Nathan Chen left the door open.
Uno, the world silver medalist from last year. His third trip to the Grand Prix final, has never won it, has finished third in each of his previous 2 appearances. But he's never been off the podium at a Grand Prix event. Very consistent over the last few years. Won Skate Canada to open up this season before finishing second at the Grand Prix of France most recently.
And at Skate Canada, he was on fire. He put up that huge free program score. We've seen what he is capable of. The edge quality, the command of the ice, everything is there. He's such a great jumper, but just too many mistakes. You can see the quad loop nearly half a turn short, but then he responds very well. Beautiful quad sal, beautiful triple axel. Getting into the second half of the program, gets a very nice quad flip that nearly goes down. He digs deep, getting low into that right leg so he can hang on to the landing, but then mistakes on both quad toes, a relatively comfortable jump. But when your easier quad is so late in the program, you have to deal with that fatigue, and trying to get through that with the fatigue after making mistakes on earlier quads is so difficult. But look how low he gets. You think that his weight's too far to the outside, but he gets down and he saves that landing. But a lot of points left on the table with the later jumping passes. Still has a ton of technical starting value, as we see with Nathan Chen as well. But when you try to catch the guy that is out jumping you, you cannot make these silly mistakes late in the program. It is going to be, need to be nearly 30 points lower than his season's best for him to lose to Nathan Chen at this event. But he left the door open on a lot of these jumping passes late in the program.
Well, Nathan Chen trying to become the first American man since Evan Lysacek in 2009 to win the Grand Prix final. That was the same season Lysacek went on to win the gold medal at the Olympic Games. Nathan Chen trying to remain undefeated this season, but Shoma Uno trying to win the Grand Prix final for the first time and trying to do it in his hometown where he still lives and trains. As that man from the U.S., Nathan Chen, waits to see Uno scores. Again, he needs a 185.01 to beat Chen. His season's best is 214.97.
Wow.
He gets a 184.50. Second place coming up just short. And finishes in second behind Chen, who wins the Grand Prix final for the first time, remains unbeaten this season. Could hardly have been any closer.